incessant craving for admiration, and an apparent deficit in genuine emotional resonance. Delving into the labyrinth of a narcissist's interpretive faculties unravels the enigmatic layers that characterize communication with these intricate beings. Greetings, dear companions, and a warm welcome back to our shared space. I trust each of you is navigating the currents of existence with grace. In the tapestry of this video, I aspire to embark upon an exploration of the auditory experience within the realm of communication with a narcissistic entity. Many among you have articulated the vexations stemming from dialogues that unravel in unexpected ways. This visual exposition endeavors to unveil the auditory tapestry of a narcissist, what resonates, what permeates, and what crystallizes from the ethereal cascade of your words. A compass to navigate the sonorous landscape when tethered to such personalities, or a key to decipher their cognitive frequencies. Before delving into the intricacies of this auditory odyssey, permit me to gently remind you of the weekly convergence on this digital sanctum every Tuesday. An invitation extended with open arms for your presence, an opportunity to partake in the unfolding dialogue. The details, a mosaic adorning the community tab, await your perusal. I extend a sincere invitation, hoping to share the discourse with you. Primarily and fundamentally, when the auditory receptors of a narcissist resonate with the vibrations of your articulations, they perceive it as an intersection of affirmation of their elevated standing and validation of self-worth. Your words metamorphose into a mirror reflecting the facets of their presumed intellect, allure, or significance. The narcissistic auditor selectively tunes in, absorbing accolades and affirmations, as these are the coveted echoes they yearn to perceive from your vocal reverberations. Now, let us embark on a journey through the auditory kaleidoscope, exploring the labyrinthine reactions to critiques and perceived threats to the sanctum of their self-esteem. When your utterances bear the weight of criticism or are perceived as encroaching upon the sacred precincts of their self-worth, the narcissistic auditor adopts a discriminatory audition. They selectively heed fragments that assail their ego, triggering the emergence of defensive bulwarks. This selective audition may orchestrate the dismissal of your perspective or invoke a confrontational symphony. Indeed, dear compatriots, such is the symphony that often unfolds. Narcissists, as sonic entities, crave the resonance of attention. Your words transform into a proscenium, a stage for them to bask in the limelight of self-aggrandizement. Attuned to frequencies that herald discussion of their triumphs, pursuits, or any discourse, enabling them to maneuver the conversation along the trajectory of their predilections. It's imperative to imprint upon the canvas of consciousness that narcissists traverse a terrain devoid of empathic resonance. The contours of your emotions and concerns register as inconveniences, swiftly eclipsed or approached as predicaments demanding expeditious resolution to facilitate the return to the hallowed ground of their self-indulgent discourse. Conversations metamorphose into a tapestry where the warp and weft are threads spun from the fabric of narcissistic validation, weaving a narrative singularly centered around their convictions. In the intricate dance of communication with a narcissist, the gravitational pull of their self-centric cosmos molds the interpretation of your words into a bespoke narrative that fortifies their pre-existing convictions. Any divergence from their established views is summarily relegated to the peripheries, creating a myopic and unilaterally skewed perspective. Within the corridors of their cognitive domain, selective memory takes root, a labyrinthine mechanism that meticulously curates recollections, emphasizing fragments that serve their vested interests and ego. Information incongruent with a carefully constructed self-image is summarily discarded into the oblivion of disregard. In the narcissistic universe, every discourse, every exchange is an unfolding soliloquy dedicated to the adulation of the self. This gravitational pull inevitably extends into the realms of gaslighting and manipulation, where the narcissistic orchestrator assumes the role of a linguistic maestro, deftly manipulating the symphony of conversation. Words become malleable clay, molded and contorted to fit the contours of their preferred narrative, all in service to the altar of their ego. Gaslighting emerges as a weapon of choice, a tool employed to cast shadows of doubt upon the bedrock of your reality. The labyrinthine corridors of their manipulation echo with distorted reflections of your intentions and expressions. Central to this psychological choreography is the narcissist's insatiable appetite for praise and adulation. Compliments, akin to nectar, are eagerly imbibed, nourishing the roots of their self-importance and grandiosity. The gravitational force propelling them towards those who offer this sustenance is relentless. The discourse becomes a transactional space, a marketplace where validation is the coveted currency. Those in their orbit become unwitting participants in a performance where the spotlight never wavers from the narcissist's outstretched hand. Should you find yourself ensnared in this intricate web of narcissistic dynamics, rest assured that avenues of guidance and support are available. One-on-one consultations beckon as a sanctuary for understanding and resolution, their details gracefully inscribed in the tapestry of the description box below. Furthermore, the digital haven of a Discord server extends an invitation for those seeking community and shared understanding. As the curtains draw to a close on this discourse, gratitude flows for your attentive presence. The labyrinth of narcissistic intricacies may be complex, but the path to clarity begins with acknowledgement. Until our next rendezvous, I extend my farewell with anticipation, eager to reconvene in the unfolding chapters of shared exploration. Until then, goodbye.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of our journey together. The narcissist's arsenal is fraught with the insidious tactic of gaslighting, a method designed to twist your reality, molding it to fit their narrative. This distortion of truth becomes the breeding ground for their lies, a cornerstone of their manipulation. In an upcoming video, I'll delve into the mechanics of this phenomenon and why it's a prevalent tool in their repertoire. Hey there, welcome back. Today, let's navigate the labyrinth of gaslighting, the intricate yet subtle strategy aimed at upending your reality. It's a distressing maneuver, and recognizing it is crucial. This tactic isn't exclusive to full-fledged narcissists. Individuals from various walks employ it. I'll unpack this further as we move along. Before we embark, a quick reminder: I host live sessions every Tuesday, a space where queries and uncertainties find solace. It's an inclusive community, so feel free to join in. Head to the Community tab for details. Gaslighting has been a recurrent theme among my clients lately. They recount experiences, pondering over how they miss the signs. It's a covert manipulation, slyly twisting your reality. But why would someone resort to such tactics? When someone gaslights, their ultimate goal is to synchronize your thoughts with theirs, crafting a reality that suits their narrative. Their motivation? Validating their own fabrications while asserting that their version is the absolute truth, a fundamental crux. The complexity lies in our inner intuition, that inkling that something is awry. It often clashes with our deep trust in the individual perpetuating the deception, leading us to dismiss our instincts. This creates a quandary, being misled while our trust shields their deceit. Real-time identification of gaslighting proves challenging. Confronting a deceiver requires concrete evidence, a facet often missing in the moment. Only in retrospect do the puzzle pieces align. Recognizing telltale signs like fixating on your past mistakes while eluding accountability for their own is a classic red flag. They redirect focus from their faults, zeroing in on your flaws. Spotting these manipulative patterns is crucial in safeguarding oneself from deceitful tactics. Maintaining vigilance and recognizing these signs are pivotal shields against falling prey to such machinations. A glaring warning sign surfaces when someone fixates incessantly on your past missteps while dodging any mention of their own. Their relentless focus aims to shoulder you with sole responsibility, seeding self-doubt. Their persistence in this behavior is manipulative, devoid of any constructive purpose. Once you've acknowledged and rectified your errors, dwelling on them becomes redundant. Yet, narcissists remain indifferent to the hurt caused by fixating on these flaws. Another telltale sign lies in the labels they affix, branding you as crazy or delusional, or deflecting blame onto you for their actions. This direct assault aims to destabilize your confidence and perception, a deliberate attempt to sow doubt and confusion in your mind. There's no justification for demeaning someone you care about in such a manner. It's a calculated endeavor to riddle your mind with uncertainty, casting doubt on your sanity and reality. Moreover, they might question your memory, undermining your recall of events or experiences. This strategy aims to cast aspersions on your perception and induce self-doubt. By sowing seeds of skepticism about your memory, they aim to erode your confidence and instigate anxiety, a manipulative ploy wielded by those harboring secrets. Challenging your memory essentially questions your identity and integrity, profoundly undermining your self-assurance. Lastly, the outright denial of incontrovertible truths serves as another insidious weapon in the narcissist's arsenal. This denial obliterates your reality, leaving you confounded and anxious. In these instances, the rejection of undeniable facts stands out. Confronted with irrefutable evidence, their denial sows seeds of uncertainty and destabilizes your confidence. This intentional denial triggers self-doubt, shattering your perception of reality, coercing you into questioning your very identity. It's a common maneuver used by narcissists to deflect their issues onto you, making you feel culpable for something beyond your purview. Undoubtedly, a classic move by the narcissist involves incessantly painting themselves as the epitome of goodness. This relentless projection aims to sway your perception of them. Even amidst causing harm, they'll wield reminders of their supposed benevolence, sowing seeds of doubt about their true character. Their insistence on being a paragon of virtue is a calculated ploy aimed at establishing unwavering credibility, regardless of their actions. They might employ leading questions like, "Have I ever let you down?" or "Have I ever lied to you?" A crafty maneuver redirecting the narrative back onto you, sowing doubt about your judgment and perception of their deeds. Shirking responsibility forms yet another tactic in their playbook to sidestep accountability. For a narcissist, acknowledging fault signifies vulnerability and the need for change, territories they refuse to tread. Indeed, recognizing these maneuvers becomes the linchpin in protecting oneself from such manipulations. These strategies, including avoidance of accountability, reality denial, and projecting their flaws onto others, remain their go-to arsenal. They adamantly evade admission of their wrongdoings, as doing so would entail vulnerability and the prospect of change, uncharted territories they staunchly avoid. Trust in your instincts and delve into the essence of the messages communicated. Narcissists rely on these tactics to shun accountability, perpetually evading responsibility and casting faults onto others. Their goal, sidestepping vulnerability and preserving the status quo. Their aversion to change deeply rooted in the satisfaction derived from current behaviors. For an in-depth exploration of these behaviors and navigating through them, I've elaborated on them in a video. For those undergoing similar experiences, know that one-on-one consultations are available. Additionally, a supportive Discord community stands ready, offering peer support and guidance. Further details can be found in the description box. Thank you for tuning in, and I eagerly await our rendezvous in the next video.